For coming. I'm Gwen Jones. I'm the president of council and now acting mayor for the city of Missoula. I wanted to announce that Mayor John Engen passed earlier this morning. He was with his family, and we are sending them all of our love and our support during this very, very difficult time. So I wanted to take this opportunity of a press conference to talk a little bit about John as a person and as mayor of the city of Missoula. And then towards the end, we'll go over some more informational items just so that everybody has that information for what the next steps are and what our process is. So you just have to bear with me. It's just a hard day for the city of Missoula, and we're just going to figure it out and go forward with as much grace as John led this city with. As I was writing my notes about John, I kept writing different things. There was just so much to talk about, but he was kind, he was warm-hearted, he was very intelligent, very insightful. He had a great sense of humor, and he truly loved people. He never took himself seriously. And because of that, he was very approachable and was able to connect with people, and he could talk with people from all different walks of life, which is such a gift. And because of that, he was a revered mayor here in the city of Missoula for over 17 years. I was thinking on his accomplishments, and I look back on the last 17 years, and I truly believe that John Engen pulled this community forward and helped it transition from being a town into a vibrant city. Its identity continues to evolve, but because of his vision and leadership, I think he has positioned us well for whatever the future brings us, as opposed to denying change and not acknowledge it. He embraced it and figured out how to make it work. And we're in a good position because of that. When I think on his accomplishments as mayor, the 2008 recession was a huge impact on this community, and he led this community through that, and frankly was visionary in setting pieces in place so that we would have a more economic, a more diverse economic base, so that we are better in the long run economically. He headed up the acquisition of the water utility. Several mayors before, for the last 40 or 50 years, had tried to do that, and John Engen is the one who finally made it happen. And because of that, this community is in control of its own water source as we head into climate change, and we are positioned well because of that. And then finally, he got us through a game-changing pandemic that started in 2020. And he led everyone with good communication, collaboration, and he kept the wheels on while everyone was in a pretty dark and scary place at the beginning of the pandemic. And for that, I think we should all be grateful. He was just a wonderful leader on so many levels. And he really, I think, to be in politics or government, you have to like people, because this is the service industry. I was up at his house. My husband and I had dinner with John a couple months ago. And my husband asked him, John, how has being mayor, how has it changed you? You've been in a long time now. And my husband sees me being on council, and he sees what a hard job it is and how demanding and the stress. And John answered, you know, the way that I've really changed is I've become more patient. And he talked about it then. He said, you know, I was pretty patient when I started being mayor. He said, but as I've really gotten to know this community and gotten to know people's stories, I've become more patient. And to me, that is such a wonderful statement for how much he loved people, and he loved this community and the people in it. So that is something that I take away from him as just such wisdom. To have become more patient in this space is a testament to him. I really think that John Engen, being the mayor of Missoula, was his life's calling. I think he was born to do this job. He was born here, he knew this community, and we were very lucky to have him for so long. And I just would say that his wisdom, his energy, his passion, his leadership, I learned so much from him, for which I am grateful. I am so proud that I was able to call him my friend and to have time with him. He's a very special person. And we're going to miss him. We're going to miss him greatly going forward. But as a community, we're going to figure out how to go forward and next steps, and I'd like to talk about that a little bit. I'm acting mayor for the next 30 days. I am happy to be able to step in and help. We will be focusing on succession, and there is a process for how we will be appointing the next mayor. The link for information as to how we will do that is on the City Council website page, and there's a link that goes through all of the law and how we would do it. But the bottom line is we have 30 days, and by mid-September, we should have a new mayor. The application process for that to apply to be mayor, that will go live tomorrow at noon. I wish we could have held off for a couple of more days just to give this some breathing room, but having talked it through with the city clerk, we are under some pretty strict sideboards from Montana state law, and in order to meet that time period, we're going to start tomorrow. So we're going to do the best we can and do it right and do it well, because that's how we can pay our respects to John Engen. I want everyone to know that we have good people in place, we have a good council, and we have really good leadership for our department heads. I've met with all of them, and the city is in good hands. There's a lot of things in process right now. John was a very visionary mayor, so we have some big projects queued up, and I think we're going to do our best to see those through. What else did I want to cover? We will, in terms of business also, we have a city council meeting set for tonight, and we were going to open the budget hearing. We will be canceling that meeting. I will come down and gavel it into order and then just recess it, just so that you know, in case anyone is here. But we will be not having a meeting tonight, and instead on Monday, August 22nd, we will open the budget hearing, and then we will close the budget hearing that night also. So we're just going to do it all in one night. This coming Wednesday, we have one committee meeting scheduled, and it is actually to discuss some budget items that will stay on calendar. We will also be scheduling an additional committee meeting, probably earlier, 9 or 9:15 Wednesday morning. That's in the committee of the whole, and that will be to go over the succession process for appointing the next mayor. That is a duty of council, and I think all of council needs to sit down and have a discussion regarding it so that we all understand the rules and the process. So in the meantime, my focus is on making sure that everything keeps going forward. We have good people in place. I think that John Engen was an incredible mayor for a long time, 17 years, and those are big shoes to fill. So my focus on council and as acting mayor, and then ultimately when a mayor is appointed, my focus is on making sure that the next mayor is successful and leads this community forward, and that is the best way to pay our respects to John Engen. So I will turn this over to Vice President Councilor Jordan Hess, who had some comments, and then after that, whoops, I'm not going to step on this, Jordan and I and Gail Bickel, who is the Chief Administrative Officer for the city, can take any questions. And I also wanted to acknowledge and say thank you. We have council members here as well as our senior leadership team, the department heads. So thank you everyone for coming down. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jordan?
Okay, thanks. I want to thank President and Acting Mayor Gwen Jones, and I want to thank all of my council colleagues. I know everyone who's here and those who were not able to make it here, this is extremely important to them, as well as the City of Missoula's senior staff. We lost a friend and a colleague, and we have these staff who have showed up today to make sure the city continues to operate. wastewater doesn't quit operating, fire doesn't quit operating. And we will operate the city through that hardship and through that loss. And I want to thank everyone for stepping up to do that. John Engen always knew what to say, and there was a joke that nobody wanted to get up and talk after John Engen spoke, because it was embarrassing to speak after John Engen spoke. He always knew what to say, and I am mortified that John Engen is not going to be speaking after me today or any time in the future, because he always knew what to say. He knew what to say to console us. He would know exactly what to say to us today to console us and to reassure us that everything was going to be okay. He would know what to say to motivate us. He would know what to say to lead us. And he would know what to say to find common ground and to bring us together. And that was John Engen's strength, was that he could bring people together. He could walk into a room with 20 angry people and listen to them talk for 57 minutes, and he could take the last 3 minutes and pull together the common themes and bring everyone together. And that was John Engen. And that is, as Gwen said, he leaves the biggest shoes to fill, and that we will just miss him. John had this long-term way of thinking that was unmatched. You take a stroll through the University District, and those Norway maples that were planted at the turn of the century, those weren't planted for 1900. Those were planted for those people's grandchildren. And John planted trees all around this valley for our grandchildren. He had this long-term way of thinking that will be felt for decades. We will see his fingerprints on the city for decades. And that is the gift that John leaves us as he leaves this world too early. He also hated attention, so I think he's probably not very pleased that we're talking about him like this. But I guess what I would leave us with is that one of the things that John always knew how to say was he knew how to call us to action, and he knew how to inspire us to do what we needed to do. So I just ask that we summon ourselves to a new unity, that we decide as a community to come together and to be the best versions of ourselves and to live the way John Engen would want us to live. Thanks.
So I don't know if you all have any questions, but we're happy to answer them. And
is there any word on the memorial service, or is that being done first here?
I believe the city will be handling a lot of that at the request of the family, and I think by tomorrow we should have some more of a definitive plan, but it's still a work in progress. Unless, Dale, did you have any?
I think that's exactly right. I think we'll be able to make an announcement related to public ceremonies in the next day or so.
Yeah, in the next day, so we will.
When's the last time a mayor died in office? Is this an unprecedented thing? I mean, I don't think I've been here 30 years, so I don't know if there's...
I know that Mayor Craig died, and John Toole was appointed following that. I'm not sure who our city historian is. That's probably Marty Rabine to tell you, but yeah. Martin?
Maybe too soon to ask, but what will the city council be looking at in the applications? How will they go about selecting a new mayor, and will those deliberations be open to the public, or will they be?
So the deliberations will be open to the public, and it's very similar to when we have appointed counselors in the past. It's the same format, basically. I mean, I can tell you what I'll be looking for in a mayor, and that is someone who can understand and appreciate local government at some level, and who is also able to lead this community as a community. But the application will go live tomorrow, and I think you can see it then, get a sense of it. And it's Marty will also, as I said, the link to the city council page talks about the process. So, yeah, I think it will be hard to follow John Engen, whether you're speaking or you're the next mayor. So I think it behooves the entire community to really try and step up to make this successful, because it's going to benefit all of us.
With this incredibly quick turnaround to find a new mayor, how do you think Missoulians and Montanans can best honor Mayor Engen moving forward?
Gosh, that's a great question, and if other people want to chime in on that with ideas, I think, I mean, personally, I would say that we're living through a difficult era, and the pandemic was difficult on top of that, and it's a very polarized era, and John Engen was, as Jordan referenced, John Engen was good at bringing people together. And to me, it's taking a step back, treating each other kindly, and figuring out how to collaborate to get stuff done instead of being more polarized. I think John was a great leader. He led by example, and he led by a collaborative working style. And we are seeing the benefits of that here in Missoula. So that's what I would say. I don't know, Jordan or anyone else, any other thoughts on how we can pay our respects to John Engen?
John loved this community more than anyone I know, and I think his commitment to the community ran deeper than anyone I know. And I think the best way we can honor him is to honor our community, to serve our community. John believed in service, and I think serving our community and serving particularly those in need in our community is a great way that we can honor John.
You guys doing okay? You don't look like it's the best day for you.
It's pretty surreal to give a press conference when your friend dies, but it's
Yeah.
We've got a good. One thing that John did really well was he surrounded himself with good people, and he brought people into the fold. So he left us in good hands.
Yeah, it's hard. Today is really hard, but we're here together. It's good.
Jordan, you worked with the mayor on a lot of initiatives over the years. Can you talk about what kind of legacy you left as far as parks, infrastructure, affordable housing, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, every time we get on a zero fare transit bus, John Engen had his hand in that. Every time we drive across one of our new bridges, John Engen had his hand in that. Every time we turn on the tap, every time we flush the toilet, every time we call 911, all of those things have the mayor's fingerprints on it. I think for me personally, the acquisition of the water system is probably the thing that will last in perpetuity as the most important thing that John did. As we navigate the climate crisis, knowing that we have our water system not for sale to the highest bidder, but in the control of the city of Missoula, the residents of the city of Missoula, that is probably the most beautiful part of his legacy to me.
And I'm going to add to that a little bit. Can't help myself. I will always hold the rainbow crosswalk deer that's over by the Art Museum, and to me that is very symbolic of the culture that John worked on creating, which was to be very inclusive and welcoming in this community. And I think that's a hill that we will always need to keep climbing. There's always room for improvement there, but he really embraced inclusivity, and he welcomed new people to this community as well as honored people who were already living here. And I think that's a notable thing. He put his money where his mouth was on that and truly was more inclusive.
Yeah, sometimes change of leadership can be scary. The mayor it was comfortable having the mayor as mayor because he'd been for so long, kind of knew what his policies were, his goals were. The new mayor can bring different ideas to the city. Will the council be guarded against that, or will they be open to potential changes of direction or philosophies?
I think as long as there's good communication, we're going to find our way forward. And to me, it comes down to good ideas that are based on a lot of wisdom and good information. And then I don't think this is a risk-adverse council. I think we go forward, but we're going to do it the right way and be methodical. So I don't know. It's a great question.
We have a diversity of opinions behind us, and that's the strength of the city, and it reflects the makeup of our city, and it's really important. So I think we want to continue to foster that.
I have to ask, when you intend to submit an application?
I do not at this point in time, but thank you for asking. I've thought about it a lot, and I am better in other arenas So I'm very happy to be able to serve during this transition time and make sure everything runs smoothly, but I'm very happy being on council. So if I can keep that as a functioning body, I'm pretty happy and keep this city going forward. I guess nobody's going to ask you if you're running. Sorry about that. Anything else? Thank you for coming down. And it's a sad day. It's a really sad day, but we're going to do the best we can. Oh, yeah. Okay. And also, I wanted to say thank you to all the staff that showed up to work today for the city of Missoula. This is a hard day, and the news went out this morning, and I know there have been a lot of tears over in City Hall, and it's a hard day to get through, but thank you everyone for coming.
He was
showing up.
surrounded by loved ones, family, his dog, you know.
I couldn't hear your question. Was he when he passed?
He passed at home, was he surrounded by his family and friends?
Yes, he was, and he had a lot of people who came in from out of state and overseas, honestly, that were with him.
He had a full
So-
house.
Well, it's a popular man, as you can imagine. Yes. Yeah, I think we were really hoping for some more time with him when he wasn't undergoing chemo, but that didn't happen. So it's a hard pill to swallow. I think everybody's wrapping their mind around it. But his loved ones were with him, and yeah, and we will have some information on a memorial service, hopefully for this coming weekend. But we need some more time on that to get it finalized. So, well, thank you all for coming down. We appreciate you taking the time. And you've got my contact info. If you have more questions for us, just reach out today. Alrighty? Thanks much.
Thanks, everyone.